Anyway, that's Pam Bondi with Lev Parnas. That's Pam Bondi with Lev Parnas. You may recall Pam Bondi was our former Attorney General of Florida, who's now working on the Trump team.
Well, and okay, let's not skip past the fact that she took a $25,000 bribe to leave the lawsuit against Trump's stupid university.
That is correct.
Just want to throw that in there.
The dropped Florida out of the Trump University lawsuit, which would have generated revenue for the state of Florida. By the way, so there's that. Anyway, there's Pam Bondi with Lev Parnas. Hey, who's that? That's Pam Bondi with Lev Parnas.
They look pretty close.
Yeah. Now in the file properties, I put who these people are. This is some congressman. That's Brown, who is a senator from, I believe, Indiana. Yeah, okay. That's Lev Parnas and Rudy with a senator. Kellyanne Conway and Lev Parnas. Donald Trump that's David Correa and Igor Fruman, who is Lev Parnas's partner in fraud protection guaranteed.
Their company was literally called Fraud Guaranteed. Like it's like you can't make this stuff up.
They left the D off the end though.
Oh my God.
So we don't know that guy, right? But David Correa, the guy on the left, was actually indicted with Lev and Igor. So that's Senator Pete Sessions, who wrote the letter that said Yovanovitch should be fired. David Correa blurred out in the photo. I'm not sure exactly why. That's definitely that's David Correa again.
How many thumbs do we have Trump's ass? Up Trump's ass. That many. Thumbs, that's all the thumbs.
I should know who this guy is on the right of the picture. It's one of the congressmen. I can't remember which one. That's him signing a hat. For Anthony DeCallaway. DeCallaway is the guy who was literally stalking Ambassador Yovanovitch in Ukraine. And I believe Lev took this picture of DeCallaway getting his hat signed by Trump, who obviously doesn't know any of these people. There you go. That's Florida Governor Ron DeSantis with Lev Parnas and Don Jr. Ron DeSantis and Don Jr. You see what the trend here is. These are pictures. Some of these are pictures that Lev took. And most of these are pictures that Lev is in. That's him at a DeSantis rally. That's Ron DeSantis, our governor of the state of Florida, right there with Rudy Giuliani. There you go. There's that's I mean, okay, so you can tell yourself that this picture, well, contextually, the governors shake hands with a lot of people, candidates meet a lot of people. I get that. I get that you could think that about one picture out of context. But what I'm going to show you is a trend where this guy was everywhere all the time. He's like the second shooter on the grassy knoll. You know what I mean? Like I watched the Zapruder film last night, and Lev Parnas was in it.
Actually, Dave Myers just said I was going through an old family photo album this weekend looking at holiday pictures from the 80s, and Lev Parnas is in all of them.
I found in the background of a Sasquatch photo. It's crazy. This is one of those photos. Like, I have a feeling that our Republican friends are going to look at this picture. Oh, he's in the background at a DeSantis rally, and the guy doesn't know him. But I just showed you 5 other pictures of him in cordial settings, personally having his photo taken with the governor of Florida. Right?
That's really sad. Like, you spent all this time on this. You know how well this is going to work for people that are still in the camp for Trump?
I get it. It's part of the reason I spammed our page with it last night. I felt like, I wanted to leak into their brains somehow. I don't know that it will. There he is, not knowing President Trump and Rudy Giuliani.
Yeah.
Okay, now this photo has become controversial because apparently the guy in the red circle is not Lev Parnas. So I apologize for putting this one in there. Overnight, that one got debunked. But that's
one of 80.
It's a Trump birthday party for one of the kids, and interestingly, that's Don and Ivana. Okay, that'll be important in a minute or two. But he sold condos for Lev for Fred Trump for years, decades. So
I didn't know.
Trump doesn't know this guy, right?
That detail is insane.
Okay. That's his son, along with President Trump and Don Jr. in the background. There you go. Yeah, that's Vice President Pence makes an appearance in a photo with Lev Parnas, who he clearly doesn't know. There you go. That's in front of a Florida flag, so that's at some rally down here.
Yep.
There you go. There they are, being chummy, hanging around. That's Lev's son.
Yeah. If there's 80 of these, let's skip to the punchline.
No, this is the punchline that there are 80 of them.
No, I know.
Yeah. There. Look. A seating arrangement where Lev Parnas is literally seated next to the president of the United States. Clearly doesn't know the guy.
Yeah, in his interview with Rachel, he was talking about the fact that like they had the round table sit down dinners and stuff.
Yeah. Okay. That's Robert Hyde. That's the guy that apparently was coordinating the surveillance of Yovanovitch and threatening her life with Eric Trump. Oh, there he is with Eric Trump. Oh, there he is with I mean, like, I'll scroll through a little faster, but that's John Kelly. National Security Advisor John Kelly, right? That's Sarah Huckabee Sanders with Lev Parnas, who she clearly doesn't know. There you go. They're there in Israel with Mike Huckabee. Mike Huckabee, right? That's on the night of the inauguration. That's Hyde, the threatening guy. Oh, look, it's Robert Hyde with Donald J. Trump obviously playing golf somewhere. There's pictures of Trump in the background, so I'm going to assume that's a Trump property. Oh, look, it's Kevin McCarthy, the House leader, with Mr. Hyde. All of these fuckers,
Is that a Trump yarmulke?
Yes, it is. And I have a Jewish friend that told me that she saw those this year and it made her want to throw up. That's Hyde with Giuliani. Okay, so the reason the birthday party picture is still important is that's Lev Parnas with Ivana Trump. Right, so he's known this family long enough to have been friends with both.
Well, that's
Donald
the thing.
And
like,
Ivana
if
Trump.
he was selling condo, and this is the thing, selling condos for Fred Trump, right? Which probably means that he's more or less linked to the Trump campaign.
A crime. But
here's the thing. I get all the connections and stuff, and like we know every single time that Trump says, "Oh, I don't know who that person is," like he literally that morning they were having breakfast, right? Like we get that now. Like this is It's not like we haven't been through this a million times. But the condo thing I find significantly interesting because Panama Papers, Deutsche Bank, all sorts of international Trump towers that are being sold to Russian cutout companies. This is, by the way, Eddie, this is my pet theory that all of this will actually come crashing down because Trump has actually been laundering money for the Russians for about 8 years.
That's Lev with the Trump
but I can't prove that
in
yet.
their 20s when they're so. Okay, this was fascinating to me. This is a fundraising reception benefit for Ron DeSantis.
Oh, she's on the list.
He's on the steering committee. He's on the fucking steering committee. There's no way they don't know this guy, right? Yeah. There you go. I just thought this was a fascinating collection of there's Kevin McCarthy, the House Minority Leader.
Fucking right? Kevin McCarthy.
Right? That's him with Mike Huckabee. Oh, that's celebrating the moving of the embassy in Israel is what that's all about. And there they are at Benjamin Netanyahu's house, having a dinner like you do. Betsy DeVos with Lev Parnas' son. Right, I got another one in here of there's Mike Pence again.
That should just be their mugshot, their collective mugshot there.
That's the band photo of Ukraine clown posse.
Oh no!
That's what that.
Okay, did that's really just say that.
Yeah, that's Eric Prince with Rudy Giuliani. Photo by Lev Parnas.
Eric Prince.
Yeah, for Blackwater.
The
brother of the education secretary.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. So I just
thought he's in it.
I mean, I understand the slideshow is going on forever, and that is the punchline.
Yeah, it's too long. That's what I'm saying. The punchline is literally hurting my feelings.
Yeah, the number of photos with Rudy. Okay, like if he worked for Rudy, then there'd be a lot of pictures of them together, right? I get that, but it's the other people that are in this circle that continue to show up in these. Look at this. If this is it, this is how our country is being destroyed right here in smoky rooms with a bunch of dudes smoking cigars, plotting our demise. That's what's happening to us right now. Anyway, there you go. That's just my cheerful little morning addition to the, getting on Trump's private plane with Rudy, like you do. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big yikes.
Yeah. That's Steve Scalise from the House right there.
Yeah, he's a gem.
That's Jay Sekulow at the table with Rudy Giuliani. Isn't that interesting?
Isn't he current White House counsel?
Yeah. Tarkanian. Yeah. That's the whole show. But anyway, I posted those like I did in in individual posts to make exactly this point, that it's not just that there's one photo of them together. You look back at the Clinton impeachment. How many photos are there of Bill Clinton and Monica Lewinsky together? There's one little video clip of them together. Okay. That's it, right?
Well, that's because they did it behind closed doors in the White House. I mean, come on now.
No, that's not exactly true. There were other places and times when they met and were together and were seen. They were out in places. But the point is, this guy is entrenched in this systemic corruption of our current administration. He's not some outside guy that nobody knows where he came from. Gosh, if we'd have known he was a criminal, we wouldn't have been dealing with him.
Yeah,
he was on steering committees for campaigns.
Yeah. And again, this is just one more log on a giant bonfire of Trump says thing isn't true.
Yep.
Right. Yeah. And like it now, granted, you're right. I think like watching